Now, let's come to the tax system, because there is now a fairer, simpler tax system for all, and this is premised on VAT, and this is where your pocket is going to be affected a lot. So you want to stay with me on this one, because I'm going to expand on this one very well. A bold package of VAT reform will make our tax system more equitable, transparent, and business friendly, putting 5.7 billion back into the pockets of individuals and businesses in 2026. Why? Because government has abolished the COVID-19 levy, and government has stated that Get Fund and NHIL levies will be subject to what? Input tax deductions. Now, what does that mean? Let me give you an example. This is a credit that I purchased, data bundle from Telecel. So I'm just going to use it as a guinea pig to explain the idea about what is going to change as we go forward. So currently, if I pay 300 Ghana cedi to buy data bundle, so the difference of 65 Ghana cedi is going to the government in the form of taxes. And the reason why 65 Ghana cedi is what is going to the government in the form of taxes is because of the way our tax is structured and the cascading effect. So just an example, I'm using this as an example. In practice, there could be a little modification about it, but I'm using this as an example to explain to you what is happening. So now, COVID-19 levy is out. So I will no longer have to pay 2 cedi 35 pesos or my 300 Ghana cedi. Then the VAT of 39 Ghana cedi is going to change. Why? Because the calculation will change. So let's do the calculation together. So currently, Telecel will take still 235. So taxable value, still 235. Communication service tax is 5%. We'll still pay that 11.75 communication service tax. NHIL, all right, and Get Fund, we'll still pay that, it's still there, together 5%, and that is going to be 5.88 times 2, 11.76. But you see, previously, what happened was that all those things would have been added to the original 235 cedis. Then we would have charged the VAT of 15% on that value. So it was tax on tax. That was the first thing. The second thing was that businesses couldn't claim the NHIL and Get Fund as an input tax credit if you're a VAT registered entity. But now you can claim that as well. So with the removal of the COVID levy and then the cascading effect of tax, now the VAT will still be on the original value 35.35, 235 cedis. So the VAT at 15%, let's see, 0.15 by 235 cedis. That's around 35 cedis, 25 pesos. Remember, under the current system, the VAT would have been 39 cedis. But under the new system, the VAT is now 35.25. So in total, it means that the fee will now become plus 11.67 plus 11.75 plus 235. And that is going to be 293.76. So if you check it carefully, previously you will be paying 300 Ghana cedis. But now per the new system, you will pay 293.74, which means technically, how much are we saving? Is it 6 Ghana cedis? Yeah. There's a 6 Ghana cedi reduction in the 300 Ghana cedis. Now, I don't want you to look at it and say, oh, there's 600 Ghana cedi, 6 Ghana cedi, no. If it compounds, depending on the volume or the size of the transaction, that 6 Ghana cedi is going to translate into millions or billions of Ghana cedi. And again, if I'm a business owner, it means I could now claim both the VAT and the NHIL as an input VAT. which means it will reduce my cost of production. So when I'm charging someone else, I wouldn't have to charge them more at the end of the day. This is what the new VAT system is going to be like. And so that reduction is what the Minister of Finance deemed as about 5.7 billion giving back to the people. So now it means your data cost will reduce slightly. Your bundle, okay, airtime cost will reduce slightly because of the build-up and the VAT component in those things. That is the idea about this. Let's use the same example on the standard VAT idea. So let's say you go buy something from a VAT registered person, and the person price for the thing that we are buying is 300 Ghana cedi. Okay, it's 300 Ghana cedis. The person is going to charge currently Get Fund and NHIL. That's together 5%. So let's go 0.05 by 300 Ghana cedis. That's 15 Ghana. Then the person will charge COVID levy, the 1% on that. That's 3 cedis. Then we would have had the taxable value, 18. That would be 318. That becomes the taxable value. Then the person will charge VAT on us now, 15%. So 0.15 by 318. That's 47 cedi, 70 pesos. So in total, something that is 300 Ghana cedi, the tax invoice I'm going to get will now be plus 318, will now be 365 Ghana cedi, 70 pesos. Are you getting the idea? So this is the current system. Again, if I'm a business and I bought this, the current system, if I'm a VAT registered agent as well, I could get this 47 cedi, 70 pesos as a relief. That is the current system. That's all I get as a current system. Because if I'm a VAT registered agent, I collect VAT. When I'm selling, I'll charge people VAT. When I'm buying, I pay VAT. At the end of the day, I file the VAT returns. And when I file my VAT returns, it is the difference between what I collected, which is the output VAT, and what I paid, which is the input VAT. If I collected more than I paid, then the difference will be given to the GRA. If I paid more than I collected, then the GRA will credit me or will have to refund me the excess. So under the current system, this would be the case. Businesses, VAT registered businesses, are only taking the 47.7 as a deduction. Then you, the citizen, you, the final consumer, you will have to pay the business 365.70 Ghana cedis. Under the new system, this is what's going to happen. Still, we are at price 300. Get Fund and NHIL is still going to be there. Okay, 15 Ghana cedis. But now, the VAT is going to come like this, 15% on the 300 Ghana cedis. And that's going to be 45 Ghana cedi. So now, there's no longer COVID levy. So now what is happening is that 45 plus 15 plus 300, I'm going to pay 360 cedis. So right now, per the reform from 2026, if the budget is approved, it will be 360 Ghana cedis. Cheaper, right? That's one of the benefits. Number two, if I'm a VAT registered entity or agent, I will get both the VAT and the Get Fund levy 15 as a deduction. So in total, all of this money will be a deduction for me. So it means my cost of production will be lower. Because under the current system, the Get Fund, the COVID levy, NHIL, you wouldn't get any relief for it. You only get a relief for the VAT component. This is the change coming in under the VAT system. So yes, there is a reduction in how much you have to pay now on the things that you buy. That is why, again, the finance minister is saying that on the basis of that, there is about 5.7 billion Ghana cedi that is given back to businesses, back to consumers. That means you can buy more. And the more you buy, the more businesses are making more money, and there is going to be economic growth. You see, if you check the world really, there shouldn't be taxes like that. Okay? There shouldn't be more taxes. But, sometimes because of how lazy some governments are, they think it's about introducing more taxes. No, it's not about introducing more taxes. It's about rationalizing the tax system in such a way that people have less burden on tax and they can buy more, because this is what's going to happen. Now that there is this reduction, even if I was the government, I would say, hey, maybe corporate tax, let's slash corporate tax a little bit. Let's reduce corporate tax a little bit from the standard 25% to maybe 18%. Now, if there is a reduction in tax rates, this is what's going to happen. It means that entities are going to retain a lot of profits, right? That profit, they're going to bring it back, plow it back into the business. So they will expand and grow. When they expand and grow, what is happening? They will need more people to be employed. So employment rate will reduce, will create more employment. When the people are employed, what is going to happen? They will earn income and they would have to pay direct taxes, PAYE, to the government on their income. Now, the people who were not having money are now going to have money and they can buy. And when they are buying, government is going to get what? Indirect taxes from the people. So, elimination of nuance and unreasonable taxes actually stimulates growth of an economy. But for some reason, sometimes some governments think it's about introducing new taxes to just overburden the country. All right? So this is what is going to happen from 2026 when this budget is approved, because now your cost is going to reduce. You will pay lesser amount for your data, for everything you buy that is having these taxes on. And from a business perspective, if you're an entrepreneur, you own a business or you run a business and you're a VAT registered agent, now you can get those levies as a deduction as well, reducing your cost of service, more profit to you. You charge reasonable price and you can sell more and expand and grow, create job and transform the economy. This is the agenda of transforming Ghana's economy. So the government's decision to abolish the COVID levy and then the rationalization of the tax effect by removing that cascading effect and trying to now decouple the VAT from the NHIL levy, all of that is very important. But it came at a little price, because now the VAT registration threshold has moved from 200,000 to 750,000. And this is where some people are against this deal, that, it is going to cut them out, because now you can only register for VAT to be a VAT registered agent if your sales is expected to be 750,000 Ghana cedis, unlike the previous 200,000 Ghana cedis. The reason is because this will reduce administrative cost, right? So that, if you're a small business owner, your sales is 200,000 or between 200,000 and 750,000. Focus on your business. Don't come and worry us with VAT, because you wouldn't have the system available for us to even have everything right. So the government says, hey, we don't like any headache. We've increased the threshold to 750,000. By that level, it means that you're a business, you have better structures in place. We can bring in and issue those VAT invoices very well. Because there are many of these small businesses that have registered for VAT, but they won't give you receipt. When you buy from them, they don't want to give you VAT invoice. Sometimes they will ask you, oh, do you want receipt? Who pay receipt, Anna? And you're like, yeah. And they are supposed to give you a VAT, because they are a VAT registered company. And some of the businesses, they have the VAT receipts there, then they have their standard receipt. So in some cases, they will just issue the standard receipt to you. In other cases, they will issue the VAT receipt. Because if they go to GRA is looking at the receipts they have issued to know the output VAT that they have collected to be able to then make a decision about it at the end of the day. So I think it's about how the government is seeing things that are going on, and the government is like, hey, let's ease the burden of small and micro businesses. So what is the key takeaway now under VAT? Number one, COVID levy has been abolished if it is approved, right? Number two is that cost of doing business is going to be lower now because because of decoupling of the VAT and the NHIL. Number three, businesses, VAT registered entities, can now claim a deduction for the levies, which is the COVID levy and the NHIL levy. And these are the three core issues. Then the fourth thing definitely is the fact that the threshold has now been increased from 200,000 to 750,000 Ghana cedi. That is where or when, if I can put it that way, you can register for VAT. But the government didn't end there. They said they have also brought in an extension for zero rating of locally manufactured textile. Actually, it was supposed to have expired around, I think, the end of this year or so. Zero rated textile, so that locally produced textile, it will be treated as zero rated, meaning that the VAT on it will be zero. If the VAT on it is zero, it means that the cost of production is going to reduce. The price at the end of the day will not be too expensive for people to buy, so that it will protect jobs. And per their narrative, it is projected to protect over 2,000 jobs up to 2028. So these are the issues that we must understand generally when it comes to the VAT as well.